Hey there, Postal here. So today we're taking out the final of the rare aircrafts. This is the LAGG-3 Series 34. This is a multi-role fighter at Tier 5, Soviet, of course. And it's okay. It's an older premium plane, meaning that it was built to be not quite as good as the available planes, but it's still a capable fighter, and it really is a fighter. So it's marked as a multi-role fighter, but it's not, and we'll kind of go over that in just a second. What's its easiest comparable plane to is the Yak-7. Yak-7 has 37mm cannon, just like this. Although the Yak-7 has 2 machine guns, while this particular plane only has one 50 cal machine gun. And the Yak-7 has rockets, and this has none, as you may see. So multi-role it really is not. But that being said, the cannon can definitely do some damage. And this cannon actually has a better range than the Yak-7. Only barely, and it actually does a little bit more damage, 5 damage per second. And so it's really about getting this cannon on target. If you're able to get the cannon on target, you're going to have a good day. If you're not able to get the cannon on target, you're not going to have a good day. All kinds of people over here. The 50 cal machine gun is kind of a joke, but when your 37mm cannon is overheated, 50 cal them up. Let's get this F4U knocked out. Corsair. Go, it's fine. That's fine, everything's fine. We've got 3 sectors, they've got 1, but they're about to get the command center. So let's go ahead and get our engine cooling going on here. It did get it. That guy right there. Let's not get up too high. So unfortunately, like most Soviet planes, mid to low tier planes especially, once you leave your optimum altitude, life just kind of sucks. So we don't want to be losing all of our airspeed and all of our maneuverability. This plane does have pretty good maneuverability, but keep in mind it's good maneuverability for a multi-role. It's not necessarily good maneuverability for a fighter. So we don't want to get stuck in versus even a P-40 can be a scary plane to try to dogfight with. Paying attention to the map as much as possible. There we go. I'd love to shoot at these ground attackers, but I just don't know. Ooh, that was a nice hit. Just don't know how effective I'll be versus them. Still have my pneumatic control assist. Let's see if it helps at all. Again, I've knocked out his engine, which actually isn't necessarily a good thing against P-51H. Whew! Unfortunately, we're now going to get a P-40 on our butts. So let's aim down here. And what do I need to do? We're just gonna kind of float. Again, this is all about the 37mm cannon. If you can't live and die with RNG, then you're not gonna like this plane. Can I get people to go after that dude? I would kind of like to have my pneumatic control assist back. But just gonna have to deal with what we can deal with here. Got him. Sometimes all you need is that. Just gonna pepper that guy with a 50 cal and call it a day. Let's head back to the center. Oh, let's not. Can we protect our ground attackers? We'll see. The F-110E can be a fearsome plane. That being said, our P-38J is going to probably tear him up. Nice. Alright, so let's head back to the center. Nice, we've got both mining facilities. Let's move along here. I'm going to go back to defending this airbase for a little while. Yeah, we're doing okay. Our IL-2T is doing the lion's share of the work here. We're just kind of being a good support plane, which is all you can really ask for of anybody that you might see in a Soviet multi-role fighter. So I can't boost up here. Why are you so wiggly?
Hang in there. You'll soon be cut off from
Trying to not overheat the cannon, but I think I'm overheating the cannon. Nope, it's all good. Let's head back to the center. Oh, it looks like the game's over, actually. Yeah, and so we just kind of went through the motions there. You were not going to carry a lot of battles in the LAG-334. But what you can do is be where you need to be. And what does that mean? If you're attacking sectors, you need to be mindful of the amount of hit points and the type of plane that you're aiming for. You know, I knew the danger I'd be getting in versus the P-51A and the P-40, and was able to use my consumables to come out on top in those engagements. Let's head back. All right, so I apologize. I'm not able to continue playing. Gotta head downstairs and take care of some things. However, this game does give you a pretty well, a good idea of the situations that you can get into and the ones that you need to avoid. I did get, and I want to be completely clear about this, got very lucky in regards to the engagement with the P-51A, although I did use pneumatic control assist to come out on top, or at least have a better chance of coming out on top. And against the P-40, he just wasn't paying attention, so I was able to get one good hit in. This plane is very RNG dependent. That cannon can do a significant amount of damage, but it's not going to hit every time. And you really want to make sure that you're able to balance that overheating with your one measly 50 caliber machine gun. So we got 10 kills here, an okay amount of damage, and yada yada yada. We captured 2 sectors. We were able to defend a couple sectors. And on top of that, really allowing Splash here in the IL-2T to do what he needed to do to capture. Dracula and I were working together on keeping the sectors, our sectors. And that is one thing I do like about the LAG-3 is, yeah, we should have rockets. I'd rather be in a Yak-7, to be honest, just so you're able to do some ground damage. But in this particular battle, it really didn't make a big difference. The only time that I would have been even using the rockets really in the Yak-7 was when we were in the middle sector, the command center, and we were just a sliver away from capturing it, and it was either me or the P-51H. I would have typically rather just tossed down some rockets and guaranteed getting that, because going against the P-51A in this plane, again, I was pretty lucky to come out on top in that engagement. Do not expect to win. Really, any fighter engagement is chancy at best. You're literally just hoping that your cannon hits before they kill you. Take advantage of the long range, and that's that's going to be your bread and butter in this plane. The perk to a LAG-334, like any premium plane, is you can put any pilot in here. So I have my LA-15 pilot, who has Marksman 2, and I would recommend if you're going to put a pilot in here, Marksman 2 is not a bad thing to have. I highly recommend it because you're relying so much on your ability to hit. My Lavochkin 15 pilot also has aerobatics expert and aerodynamics expert, which is going to help with the maneuverability even more. I do focus on this plane, if you do happen to go get it, on the maneuverability, simply because your airspeed is never going to be very good in the mid to low tier Soviet planes, unless you're in an I-302. And so why focus on getting any additional speed? Focus on maneuverability, get those guns on target, and have the ability to hopefully hit a little bit harder. I do have on here long gun barrels. So the long gun barrels is actually what's making the range on this just a little bit longer than the Yak 7, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong there, people of YouTube. But the long gun barrels, for me, is going to be the best option. With all your firepower in one 37mm cannon, gas-operated action isn't going to really, you're not going to get a huge benefit out of that. The reload time is so slow. Improved long gun barrel, though, is going to get your range out a little bit further. It doesn't negatively impact your accuracy, and it's just going to help you be able to try to attack somebody before they even really realize you're there. Prime example would be against that P-40. If that P-40 knew I was there, I would have been in a lot of trouble. I was able to get a good hit on him. In fact, I was able to fire 2 or 3 times before I even hit on him, simply because the range was as long as it was. So that's going to be my recommendation. And then the other equipment slot, it's got to be the collimator sight. There's nothing else that's even really valid for this plane. Airframe, I've gone with the improved lightweight wing frame, and I'll probably go with the lightweight engine once I have this plane specialized. My consumables is a pretty basic layout. Get my pilot back in there if I need to. I need my accuracy to be at 100%. Pneumatic control assist is going to help me get my guns on target quicker. It's also going to, I typically only save it for those situations where I need to dogfight a fighter and I can't get out of the situation. I'll use pneumatic control assist like I did against the P-51A. Engine cooling is just kind of a necessity. You can use that extra 10 seconds of boost to get to another sector, considering how slow you really are. Once I've specialized the plane, my last consumable will be the emergency control system to allow me to put my wings or tail back in as needed. This is one of my few planes that I actually have the UFO emblem on, and you probably didn't even notice this whole battle, did you? Because it's the UFO one, and it's just an odd emblem that nobody can really see thanks to its paint scheme. Anyway, not a wonderfully great plane by any means, but not a bad plane either. I like flying this plane when I'm just going out to just have some fun. It is not my go-to tier 5 if I need to win some games, but it's an enjoyable plane. It's up to you whether it's worth the money that they're asking for it. I didn't even check what they're asking for it, but just wanted to give everybody a little bit of a heads up of what you are going to be running into. If you don't want if you want this plane but don't want to spend any money on it, just go down the Yak line. The Yak multi-role line for the Soviets. In my opinion, the Yak 7 is just going to be a better version of this plane. I do have this plane, right? Hey, there it is. This particular plane, you're going to simply, you've got more going for it. You've got the same 37mm cannon, although it does slightly less damage, 5 less damage per second. But you've got 2 50 caliber machine guns, and you've got the 6 rockets. And you might be, I think you're a little slower because you've got the rockets on there, but it doesn't matter. You've got the same flexibility. You're not going to notice a huge difference as slow as the Yak is. The LAG-3 is not that much faster. And so if you don't want to spend money to get a LAG, you don't mind not having a rare aircraft, Yak 7 it up. You'll be fine. And it's tier 5. You can get to tier 5 pretty quickly, can't you? Sure you can. Alright, so I hope this video was helpful. I apologize, I've got to run downstairs and take care of some family stuff. And otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear your comments down below. And if you've got anything else you want to speak of, you can hop in my Discord. Link is in the description. Hope you have a great day. Bye.